Well, Coach, the weatherman got it right this time. Snow was forecasted, and it fell and still falling at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Brissett on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Brissett to throw on first. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Brissett now. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
It's a partner. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Mike part 2, Mike part 2. Yeah. Check.
Team spill.
Check.
Be grip.
Throwing on first down. Callaway trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit. Put up. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on, QB, come on.
Look, squeeze.
From the gun, Callaway. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
On 2nd and 2, Brissett, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 24, check 24. Watch out.
They go counter with Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
57, Mike 57. I'm going back to you.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Get off the field.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Flushed out right, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let him know.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check 3.
They run with Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Mike 57. Hey, go. 57, Mike 57. 57.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
To throw, Brissett. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Running with Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Callaway. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right 52, right 52.
65.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
To throw again. Callaway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
On the double. Leo.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Callaway. Got a man. It's Brown. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Watch 57. I'm coming for you.
Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57's Mike. Stop your whining. 57 to Mike. 57 to go.
To throw is Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. You can't block me.
Again, it's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? Send over. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Get it.
On first down, Callaway. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Come off the ball.
Check 9, check 9. Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me. Door. Now.
On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
52's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, they're scared. Check 4.
Take go.
Operating from the gun, Callaway. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Colts take over first
Let's go.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
52's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Got some room at the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Come on, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. This will be caught by Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No, check that. We're going right back.
Back to throw. Callaway. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Howard again, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Brissett. Washington's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
55, Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Eat. I got you.
Let's go.
Off play action. Callaway. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3 down. 26, Mike. I got you. 26, Mike.
From the gun, Callaway. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go! 15, Ronnie.
What you got, Heavy?
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Callaway. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Come on.
Go!
You're on the island.
2nd and 4. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
From the gun on third down. Callaway. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. 52 is the mic right here.
Bam, bam.
We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Check 99.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Callaway. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 43.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Stop. Let's stop.
Come on,
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Get that ball.
From the gun, Callaway. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Now Howard. They find some open field here. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 63 yards.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that's complete to Jesse James. That one good for 26 and a first down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On the ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Joker, 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 Joker.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
8 read. Hey, Sam off.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 14. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Callaway. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. 3 buds.
Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. After the sack on 1st down, Brissett into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ready. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are.
Not 61. Matchbox lights.
26.
Go.
Win the rep. Let's go right here. Hey, alert 3.
Let go.
Mixon with it.
Go.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Go! 60 outlaw!
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 1st down. Callaway. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Washington. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Colts, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Washington, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.